What's up, PUBG esports fans? I'm your PUBG esports guide, Paper Thin. Is everyone enjoying the PCS7?
Officially the Sonic.
What?
PCS is about to start in Asia and Europe as well, and PUBG fans from all over the world are hyped because the champions of the recent PGC 2021 and PNC 2022 were teams from Asia and Europe. Now let's take a look at which teams actually made it to PCS7. Asia has traditionally been the most competitive region. A total of 16 teams have qualified, with 6 teams from Korea, 8 teams from China, and 1 team each from Japan and Chinese Taipei. Teams from Korea, Japan, and Chinese Taipei faced off in PWS East Asia. And all 6 tickets for PCS7 were taken by the Korean teams: Kwangdong Freaks, Danawa Esports, Damwon Kia, Genji, Ghibli Esports, and Bagel Pa. Lash K, Seoul, Loki, and Anonix, who played on the 2022 Korean national team, showed their class by taking 1st through 4th place on their respective teams. Lash K, who displayed his clean operation skills as the in-game leader of the South Korean national team, was able to lead the Kwangdong Freaks to a 2nd consecutive championship title and achieved a milestone in winning 4 PWS titles. Based on the team's insane DMR shots and EN's explosive firepower, the Kwangdong Freaks held up the trophy by getting 3 consecutive chicken dinners in the last day of the grand final.
Kwangdong Freaks!
In the final day of the tournament, Danawa Esports also popped off. Seoul, who saved the Korean team numerous times from crisis during PNC 2022. Along with his dynamic partner Salute, they were able to beat Damwon Kia by 3 points and finished in 2nd. And this was how Danawa Esports claimed an additional $20,000 in prize money. Damwon Kia revived themselves after overcoming their failure to advance to PCS6. Led by the veteran Loki, all the team members performed well, and as a result, DK was able to qualify for PCS, as well as accumulate 20 PGC points that helps keep alive their hopes of advancing to PGC. Genji, led by national team player Anonix, only won 1 chicken dinner during the whole grand final. Despite that, they were able to end the event in 4th place, based on the strong engagement power of Renba and Spear. If Genji work on increasing their winner-winner chicken dinner decision-making, they can even aim to win PCS. The cutoff line for PWS East Asia was extremely competitive. The teams maintained a tight score gap until the last match, and the rankings could have changed at any time. Go and Go Prince, who emerged as a strong dark horse after finishing the Week 1 weekly finals in 1st place, eventually were eliminated, and even ATA, who tried to catch up by accumulating kill points, failed to narrow the gap. And the last PCS ticket was taken by none other than Bagel Pa. Focusing on the leader Pio, Bagel Pa, a team made up of retired pro players such as Two Heart, DG98, Taemin, and Sungjang, is aiming towards their goal of winning PGC 2022. Their biggest obstacle is the Chinese powerhouse Tianba. Both teams have the same loot spots on Miramar. Tune in to check out whether the karmic bond between Pio and Tianba that started during Pio's Genji era will continue. From China, New Happy, Tianba Esports, 17 Gaming, 4 Angry Men, Petrichor Road, Infantry, Games Forever Young, and Tai Lu qualified. China has won the most PCS Cups, and at the center of that is Petrichor Road, a team that has held up the trophy 3 consecutive times. Their biggest strength is teamwork. Based on their strong organizational power focused on their leader Aixlef, they are a team with a tough mentality that can turn the tables at any time and take the win. Every team in PCS7 Asia would like to stop Petrichor Road's 4th consecutive title, but none as much as this next team. China's strongest team, New Happy, which has won the PCL title 2 times in a row. Though they have the PGC 2021 title, they have not yet lifted up a PCS trophy. Did they rehearse this or something? When they meet Petrichor Road, unsurprisingly, they become much more aggressive. Along with his team, Ming Ming was the core player and had an insane performance, ranking 1st place in damage and kills. 17 Gaming, a team that strengthened their team's lineup by signing Xiao DD, who showed off his explosive potential at PCS6, is also mentioned as a strong favorite for the tournament.
结束了。
Will the other teams be able to stop Petrichor Road's 4th consecutive title? Please keep an eye on Infantry, 4AM, and Games Forever Young, teams that are aiming for a lot of PGC points. Infantry has strengthened their offensive power by signing monsters, and were evenly matched in a 4v4 against New Happy. However, the problem is that they share the same loot spot of Impala with GEX on Miramar. The same goes for Games Forever Young. Though they are desperate for PGC points, they share a loot spot with GEX on Erangel. Both teams need to keep this in mind in order to not get caught up with GEX, a team that has already locked in a seat for PGC. 4AM, who looked unstoppable up until the PCL playoffs, advanced in 4th place thanks to the Forever Xiaolu duo, signaling a spectacular revival. Since they did not perform well in the recent PCS, they need to perform extremely well in PCS7 in order to advance to PGC, but it's not as easy as it sounds. 4AM have the same drop spots as Donuts USG, a team that has already locked in their ticket to PGC on both Erangel and Miramar. We'll have to see whether they choose pride or profit.
再推门有抢险，连续传导。
Meanwhile, Donuts USG and Global Esports Xset qualified through their regional seeds. GEX, the star of PWS Grand Finals' first chicken dinner, showed off the power of the strongest team from Chinese Taipei. Expectations are high on how GEX, a team that confirmed their PGC advancement early on, will look in PCS. Donuts USG, who won their spot by accumulating 18 more points than their rival E36, showed their fierce strength, propelled by Korean members Americano and Korn.
역전을 할 수 없는 상황이 됩니다.
아메리카노를 뒤로.
Wow, there's no need for words. Americano's super play blew everyone away.
야, 이거 대박.
I hope we can see plays like that again in PCS7 Asia.
치킨 냄새 나.
Let's take a look at the PGC point standings for the Asia region. GEX and Donuts USG had confirmed their advancement to PGC early through taking their regional seeds. The result of the loot spot battles with these two teams will greatly impact the results of the other teams. There is fierce competition for a spot at PGC. Check it all out in PCS7 Asia.
这把 KRG 还打了。
Europe, a region full of strong teams that have performed well on the global stage, as well as England, the champions of PNC 2022. The top teams, which were invited in the past, participated in the same qualifiers as the other teams this time, and strong teams such as Hero and BBL were unexpectedly eliminated. From the group stage, Overpeakers, Na'Vi, Austrian Force, and Ascend advanced through Group A, while Northern Lights, ENTS, Question Mark, and the Wu advanced through Group B. Overpeakers took over Team Liquid Seed and managed to win 2 chicken dinners and made it to the top 4 5 times during the 12 matches of the group stage. They qualified for PCS in first place of Group A and became a strong favorite for the event. Batulins, Lu, Perfectix, and Spyro, back as the Northern Lights, are also strong tournament favorites. Northern Lights won their ticket as the first place team in Group B through overwhelming kill points during the group stage.
It completely off of his team.
And created many great moments.
Got in hand. Can he find it? Perfectix finds one, finds the second as well. It's a 1v1.
Perfectix perfect clutch. Batulin's crazy driving skills haven't gone anywhere.
To the city, I say that as
Na'Vi spread their wings as the legend himself, Uba, came back to the team. Uba was able to take the chicken dinner of the very last match and even qualify for PCS. With good teamwork from Example, Alia, and Melman, eyes are on Na'Vi to see whether Uba, who has a ton of global experience, will be able to lead his team to the championship trophy. And strengthened their team's competitiveness by recruiting Mise and Ska V in preparation for PCS7. Thanks to Mise's grenade, ENTS took 4 chicken dinners out of 12 matches, proving themselves as one of the top powerhouses in Europe. The Wu put their names on the PCS teams list, beating several strong teams along the way. The Wu is a team made up of aces from prestigious European teams, such as Navi's Quizzy, and are led by Ibiza, formerly from Team Liquid. Not only did they take a dramatic chicken dinner in the last match, they were also able to show their real potential. The competition in the elimination stage intensified as many strong teams flocked in. Win or Die, FaZe Clan, Howl Esports, Foot Esports, Fellas, and Polish Power were the ones to make it out. Like the team named Win or Die, they surprised everyone by taking 3 chicken dinners on day 1.
Extends from the side, splits him down to 1 HP, and in the end,
and were able to maintain their form to make it out of the elimination stage as the first place team. Fellas, a team where the top guns of the strong European teams FaZe Clan, ENCE, and Explodes gathered, they showed us signs of their resurrection. Overpeaker's Vard, FaZe Clan's Fex, and Fellas' Michael succeeded in advancing to PCS. This means that every member of the PNC 2022 champions, Team UK, except for Heroic's T-Bone, made it to PCS. In the last chance qualifier, the fans' attention was focused on the strong teams that failed to advance. But Team Exalt and Stardust became the unexpected stars. Team Exalt took a win and raked in 46 kill points in 6 matches. Stardust looked good as well, taking 2 chicken dinners and gained 34 kill points. Both teams have qualified to PCS for the first time ever. Let's take a look at the PGC point standings for Europe. Northern Lights, who has accumulated 790 PGC points, has locked in their spot for PGC, and 7 tickets remain in the European region. Which teams will advance to PGC 2022?
the first peek's over. Does he get the second? Yes, he does!
It's the last chance to get more PGC 2022 points. PCS7 Asia and Europe will be held for 2 weeks starting on September 30th, so please join in and show your support. That's it for now. We'll see you guys next time.